Chapter 2 of By Pond and River. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. By Pond and River by Arabella B. Buckley. Chapter 2. The Dragonfly and His Companions. Every country boy or girl who wants to learn about water animals should make a pond net. You have only to get a willow twig and bind it into a hoop with a string. Then make a muslin bag and sew a small stone in the bottom of it, and sew the mouth of the bag onto the hoop. Get a stick out of the hedge and fasten to it a long piece of string. Split the string near the end and tie it to the two sides of the hoop. Then you have a net which you can let down and fish up animals from the bottom of the pond. You had better have a wide-mouthed bottle as well, in which you can put what you catch. I know a shady pond just outside a farmyard at the turn of a lane. There, on a bright sunny day, the insects are often very busy. In one corner of the pond, the little whirligig beetles are swimming round and round, making circles in the water. Their shining black heads look almost green in the sun. Every now and then one jumps up to catch a fly in the air, or another dives down to eat a grub. Drop your net into the water and bring it up quickly under a beetle, and put him in the bottle so that you can see him. You will think that he has 4 eyes, for each of his 2 eyes is divided. One half looks up into the air, and one half looks down into the water. So as he whirls about, he can see the flies in the air and the grubs in the water. Gnats are flitting to and fro over the pond, and there is quite a crowd of those large flies with gauze wings which we call mayflies. And now a more splendid fly, 3 inches long, with 4 big gauze wings, rises out of the bulrushes and flies over the pond. All boys know the dragonfly. His lovely wings are covered with crossbars filled with air, and they glitter in the sunshine with red, blue, and green colors. He has a long tail and a thick body with 6 legs and a round head with huge eyes. Each eye has more than 10,000 tiny windows in it, so that he can see up and down, right and left as he darts about, killing the butterflies and moths that come in his way. Then he settles down on a plant or a bush by the waterside and rests till he starts off again across the pond. If you go often in April to a pond where dragonflies are, you may perhaps see one begin its life in the air. This is how it happens. Under the water, a large insect crawls up the stem of a plant. He has a body as big as a dragonfly and has 6 legs, but he has a curious dull look in his face, and where his wings should be, there are only 2 short stumps. He crawls very slowly up the stem, till he comes out of the water into the air. Then a strange thing happens. The skin of his back cracks, and out creeps a real dragonfly. First his head, then his body with its 6 legs and 4 soft, crumpled wings, and lastly his tail. He cannot fly yet. He stands by his old empty skin and slowly stretches out his wings to the sun. In a few hours they are long and strong and hard. Then he is ready to fly over the pond and feed. This is how the dragonfly comes up to the air. You will not find him so easily under the water, but we will try next week with our net. We have seen so much at the top of the pond today that we have not had time to dredge in the mud below. End of Chapter 2.